Okay, so this whole Pewdiepie thing that's going on. Like many others, I'm going to touch upon it. Now, I'm not going into too much detail into this because everyone and their fucking mothers has made a video talking about Pewdiepie. Talking about how the Wall Street Journal slandered him, calling him a Nazi and a white supremacist. We all know that he isn't. If you think he is, you're an idiot. Whatever, we all know this. People like J.K. Rowling calling Felix a fascist on Twitter, and people calling him a Nazi, much like how people call JonTron a Nazi, is fucking bullshit. People need to remember that Pewdiepie is just one guy and just makes videos on YouTube. That's it. These people criticizing him over his choice of jokes are also idiots to me. Like even people who are saying the jokes are bad. That's a matter of opinion, personally. They're pretty fucking lax compared to jokes I've made and heard in my personal life. The fact that these jokes made people laugh means that they are jokes. Period. The media and people feeding off this drama need to get off their fucking pedestals concerning the nature of these jokes.
Saying I make videos for my audience. Though this was not my intention, I understand that these jokes were ultimately offensive. You think? Of course this was offensive. It's called the Holocaust. Look it up.
Acting as if making jokes like that somehow makes you the actual thing you're making fun of. These media outlets are more concerned with slandering and mudslinging someone than reporting the facts. Everyone has said this time and time and time again. But the fact that we still see it and that it's completely 100% bullshit is ridiculous. You see, the truth and actual facts don't get you the attention. It doesn't give you the clicks and the money that you need to stay afloat.
We've got to have money.
So let's go ahead and make these wild assertions and take his comments out of context. That makes for a much juicier story after all. The Amazing Atheist made a video talking about Pewdiepie that I agreed with. Especially at one point when he starts talking about the envy that he has for Pewdiepie. Of course, I feel the same way. I too am envious of Felix's fame, his money, and playing games for a living. But that's the extent of my envy. The things that Pewdiepie actually does for his channel is pretty fucking stressful. He has to devote the majority of his social life making these videos, consistently dealing with his name in the mouths of the media, having to entertain 53 million fucking people. Pewdiepie's fame is kind of like a monkey's paw in a way. That's how I look at it. At the end of the day, Pewdiepie, Felix, is just a guy. Give him a fucking break once in a while. Stop going into a big whole fucking hoopla about minute things he says and look at the stuff that he does. He raised $1.3 million for charity. And that's only recently.
Money is really all I've ever been acknowledged for. And I'm not saying this to put me on a pedestal. I'm just saying this to show an example. But I literally raised millions of dollars to charities. That's rarely ever spoken about.
Not to mention the other charities that he's done. Not to mention the other charities he has done with other YouTubers. How much of any of us really gave to charity compared to that number? Now, I'm not going to praise Pewdiepie for being this hero or this idol or anything. He's just a fucking guy. He's not this straw man that a lot of people are trying to force us to believe, as if it were the truth when it clearly isn't. The use of words like Nazi have been spread around like fucking candy. Look, it's Trump. He's a Nazi. Look, it's JonTron. He's a Nazi. Look, it's Pewdiepie. He's a Nazi. Anyone can just be a Nazi nowadays. You're a Nazi. I'm a Nazi. We're all Nazis. Now, I'm going to cut this video short because honestly, there's only so much one can say about this topic. Plenty of other people have been discussing this, who have gone into much more detail about it. Point being, this is stupid. Wall Street Journal is stupid. The Wall Street Journal are a bunch of liars. Wall Street Journal, huh? More like, oh. And that Pewdiepie is not this white supremacist or a Nazi. As if I actually need to state this. As if anyone needs to state that. The fact that we have to, the fact that people have to fucking state that, Pewdiepie is not a Nazi, Pewdiepie is not a white supremacist, Pewdiepie is not an anti-Semite, is fucking ridiculous. He clearly isn't. There's no proof he is. Shut the fuck up about it. As I'm making this video, Markiplier uploaded a new video called Respect. I highly suggest people watching this. because this video really speaks out to what I believe and what I advocate for, and what plenty of other people do as well.
It's so easy to label someone. It's so easy to do. It's so easy to boil someone down to a single word or a phrase, and that's all they are. We're more than our labels. I don't give a fuck what the color of your skin is. I don't care what religion you believe in. I don't care where you've come from or where you are now. All I care about is who you are and whether or not you're free to be able to discover that.
So please go check that video out if you haven't already. I'll put the link in the description. Please watch it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments about this. What do you guys think about Pewdiepie? What do you guys think about the Wall Street Journal? What do you guys think about this whole situation in general? Thank you guys so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you little cretins in my next video.